Welcome into QVC, everybody. I promised you a big story at midnight, and it's a brand new day. My name is Mary DeAngelis, and all the ladies look so put together, so polished without being fussy. And that's exactly what we're celebrating tonight. Now, here we're also celebrating Discovery Days at QVC, and we are 40. The Joan Rivers Classics Collection coming up in September is celebrating their 35th anniversary, and this is what they brought in first. Joan Rivers, beloved. We loved her for her style, we loved her for her humor, and for her fashion advice for all those years. And this is the signature Twill Cinched back blazer. Jane Tracy, before she walked out of this building, said, I will be watching you and I will be ordering every single color. So here is a good look at most of them, Janie, and everybody at home. We've got this in petite and regular fits. And after 35 years of timeless classics here at QVC, Joan was always styled impeccably, and clean lines, the jewelry to die for, a pop of color, and tied all together by a beautifully made blazer. This is the signature Twill, and this is the black. I'm already in love with all the colors. There's the black. Here is your navy, front and back, your staple for spring and summer. It is 97% cotton, which I adore. We also have it in the rose red. I had to put it on. It just feels like that perfect time of year to get a great red jacket with your sundresses, with your jumpsuits, with your tanks. Here it is in the sage. Look at that soft zen green. Wait until you hear about all the details on this. Please order early, by the way, because we predict this to fly. Here is that gorgeous honeysuckle. It's that buttery yellow, sunshiny yellow. That's our most limited option already here at kickoff at midnight. And then Joan's gardenia. One of the first conversations I ever had with Joan Rivers was about the gardenia because it was so personal to her, and it is so personal to me too. And I can tell you this is a full circle happy moment for me because $49.98. Bitsy Jennings. Yes. It's 35 years of Joan at QVC. Yes. It is 10 years of me and you at QVC.
Can you believe it? We actually kicked off our first show together.
And Joan brought us the blazer first. And so this one is such a polished piece without being fussy. But how do we choose our size? Because we have extra, extra small through 5X.
I would stick with your regular Joan size. If you're familiar with your size in the Classics collection, it runs about the same as Susan Graver and Denim & Company.
Sure.
So stick with that regular size. We did give you the regular and petite options on this.
Okay.
So certainly you just decide if you're a regular or a petite.
$49.98. The comparable retail is $109.95. Our price is way lower. The price is gone at the end of the day, though. This is 97% cotton, 3% span.
It is. It's our signature Twill.
And I'm in the size medium.
I am too today.
Are you too?
Because I thought my mic packs was going to be a little bit tough to do the button. In all the pictures you'll see of me online, I am wearing the small.
Yeah.
It's a negligible difference. I just wanted it to look proper on
One
camera.
more time. Oh, here is a look at Bitsy, and then
There
we're
I
going to
am.
go through the colors again. Look at all the styling ways.
Look at all the different ways you can wear this. I love to give you the ideas. Certainly all of those pieces are from the Classics collection, so if you've got some of those at home, it's going to go with everything.
This is the way to tie it together. Here's the black. Here is that gorgeous navy.
A nice rich navy.
I know.
If you have any of our signature Twill pants,
what a great match.
You can make a little suit.
The rose red is stunning. Wait until you see the Ponte that we have coming up later on. The sage is already, or the rose red? The rose red is already very popular.
I'm not surprised.
Here is that gorgeous sage. I think this is you'll get this in time for Easter. Wouldn't that be a lovely pop?
Yes, April 20th.
And then here is the honeysuckle. And then finally, the one you're wearing is stunning. It's the gardenia. Which should we go head to toe? Do you want the honeysuckle, the sage?
What do you mean head to toe?
To show everybody the details.
Oh, yeah, one of the lighter colors would probably show the great seaming detail on this.
Yes, please.
So as we've mentioned, it's our signature Twill. So that's 97% cotton, 3% spandex. But what we do so beautifully with our signature Twill is this softening touch to it. It feels like a rose petal. It has that softness to it. But let's talk about the details. It is a classic Joan blazer. As you mentioned,
lapel.
this was our first jacket. This is an iteration of it. We have pictures of Joan, so this is as classic as it gets if you think about the timeless silhouette.
That notch lapel is beautiful.
Beautiful notch lapel. You can do a little pop of your collar if you want. Just one single horn button. I love that. A little bit more of a feminine twist with just the single button.
A little elongated seeming.
A little elongated seeming, princess seeming throughout. Great pockets with no flap on that. So this gives it a little bit more of a day-to-day blazer as opposed to like a suit blazer. This is what we would refer to as like a sport coat for a man.
And
doesn't
no
necessarily
lining,
match.
so there's no weight to it.
That's
But
right.
it's finished so beautiful. This cinched back, shaping.
Well, the beauty of this is, think about when you wear a trench coat and you don't have the belt done. Often you tie it in the back so you create a shape while you're wearing it open.
Yeah.
That's what we've done here with this great little ruching detail. Again, princess seaming all throughout, giving this a really just gorgeous polish. But you are getting wiggle room out of that. But what you're getting is that perfect silhouette. Hits right under the bust, which is exactly where you would want it to hit. And then you just, and I often don't even wear it buttoned in. And according to David, Joan never did either. So I will take all of my fashion
couple
cues
things
from
I want
Joan.
to share everybody while we're still here. We've got the black. Here's the navy.
Yeah.
The rose red, already popular.
Oh, isn't that fabulous?
The sage is a beautiful, almost like a cross between mint and pistachio.
Perfect.
Mint stachio.
Mint stachio.
Then we have
I love it.
honeysuckle. And then we've got gardenia. I would love to walk over to the ladies.
Let's do
We're going to
it.
take the black with us.
All right, and then we're all represented.
And sizing one more time as we walk over.
Yes, so the sizing, it's going to hit you right about hip length. So if you're petite, order a petite, it'll hit you at that same length.
Yeah.
Of course, if you wanted it to be a little bit longer, you could, of course, order the regular. But I would say if you wanted to fit like us, stick with your regular size and your regular or petite.
And we have petite and regular fits, which I adore.
Yes.
Kate, we adore you too. Kate is 5'10". She's wearing the jacket in the size extra small. I am. And I look at this and I think it's structured without being stuffy.
Yes.
And it is machine wash, thank you very much. But I mean, I love it with the ponte that's coming up.
This whole outfit, all brand new today.
Absolutely beautiful. The fit, the shoulder line, the seaming is everywhere that it should be because it's Joan. Can I tell you who wasn't wearing a well-fitting blazer when they met Joan Rivers?
I think
Can
we're
we
going to
pop
see
up that picture? This is a huge redemption moment for me. When I met Joan Rivers, I was beside myself. I was so excited. I love her humor. That blazer was from college. It was all bunched up. It was ill-fitting. I would like to thank our sweet friend Joan, who we miss and adore hugely, for this beautiful fitting blazer.
Isn't that the truth? I know, you've come a long way, Mary.
Thank you.
Look at
Finally.
us 10 years later.
Redeemed.
Yes.
Because she was always so impeccably styled and dressed and looked amazing as our Adrian and I mean everybody on set does.
The head to toe look here.
Is this the signature twill?
These are, I think, our vintage denim.
Oh,
I believe. Those will be
cute.
in one of my shows tomorrow. I believe my 2 o'clock show, if I'm not mistaken, with Jane Brown.
How lovely. Now, Adrian's 5'9". She's wearing the jacket in the size large. This gardenia
In the regular.
pin is available.
Yes.
It's $20.
I have
What a
the box
beautiful
that
accent.
this beautiful gardenia pin comes in. I'll show it to you. It'd be a great gift. This is Joan.
Yeah. I mean, and think about it. As we're buying clothing, $49.98 for this silhouette, this kind of topper, this kind of finishing piece is incredible.
Timeless.
This kind of blazer with 97% cotton for this price is incredible. And that price does go away at the end of the day. Adrian, you look smashing. And I mean, order your true size. You can button it or not.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I just love the different ways we're all wearing it, whether it's with a ponte, whether it's with a beautiful blouse as we're seeing here, jeans, wide leg, midi dresses, you name it. This is that blazer that will really be a workhorse in your wardrobe. It'll be your go-to.
I walked over to Crystal, and Crystal said, I love this blazer and I love this shirt. I
Isn't that
love
pretty,
this shirt
that
is beautiful.
blouse?
Crystal's 5'3". She's wearing the petite fit.
Perfect.
And she is wearing the size medium. You know, it's a staple for spring and summer.
Yeah.
It's the perfect weight. It's no lining, so there's no bulk to it, which
That's
I
right.
adore. But I also love that it really is the most popular silhouette from Joan's line too. And here we are, almost celebrating 35 years. Let's celebrate today.
Absolutely. And in fact, we started with jewelry in the classics collection, but everybody always wanted to know what Joan was wearing. And of course, being the brilliant businesswoman that she was, she's like, they should be wearing me. So she really, David and Joan really designed the collection based on Joan's own closet. Her own go-to silhouettes.
Kate was just showing us that beautiful finishing on the inside.
Yes, we'll show you when we get. You can wear this inside out and still look 100% put together. It's beautifully. We have a new label that looks luxe.
I mean, and what would that cost you in a department store?
I don't even want to know.
Have that kind of finishing. I don't even know. But it's chic. It's timeless. It's comfortable. It's got stretch. You won't be sweltering when you wear it. I want you to see all the colors again.
Yes.
Because the Ponte pants that I'm wearing, that Kate are wearing, coming up later on, a 685039. The black 500 have already been picked up tonight in our big kickoff. The black is a stunner.
And I'd say this is really kind of a year-round fabrication. Some of the colors might skew a little bit more warmer weather, but I would say this is going to be a piece in your closet that will be your go-to cover-up for a maxi dress. Add this on.
The navy.
Wear it with jeans. Look at the navy. I'm going to show you the inside while we're here.
Could I just quickly
Look at this beautiful piping detail. I mean, impeccable. Oh, look, it's like toile.
I'm screaming. But I'm trying to behave.
But look at this detail. Look at just the finishing touches all throughout the end. I'll notice.
Now that's the navy.
I love the sleeve on it.
Me too.
It's almost like a shirt sleeve.
This is rose red. Rose red continues to be incredibly popular since we launched it. This is rose red.
It's like a blue red.
The one that was on Adrian, that gorgeous sage.
Isn't that beautiful?
I'm calling it mint stachio for the rest of the day.
I'm going
It is.
to
It's like
steal
a little. Makes me want ice cream again.
It's like a Yasso bar.
Can we? Oh, see, that's well behaved. Here's the honeysuckle, which is just sunshine.
Oh, isn't that gorgeous? See, there's that new sort of bigger label that we have on there.
Really pretty. And then the gardenia on you.
The gardenia, Joan's favorite flower, the key scent in Joan's Now and Forever perfume, if you're a fan.
Get this in time for Easter. Order your true size. I'm 5'6 1/2". I'm wearing the medium. Melissa Rivers, one of our quintessential 50.
Yes, she is.
Was very kind to call in and join us. Melissa, are you there with us?
I sure am. Good evening, or is it good morning?
Yes. Good evening for you. Good morning for us.
It's evening for me. It's morning for you.
Now, Melissa is obviously Joan's daughter and part of the creative team with the Joan Rivers Classics collection. How do you feel, Melissa, about how the blazer turned out?
Oh, I'm thrilled. I'm absolutely thrilled. It's first of all, the colors. Were you calling it mintachio?
Mintachio.
Oh my God. And by the way, such one of the colors of the season. Yes. I'm looking at that and just thinking, that's a good one. I was lucky enough to get one of the gardenia.
Lovely.
And I love it. I love it. I was wearing it with jeans. You can wear anything underneath it, but I hadn't even thought about putting it over like one of my little cute spring, summer dresses.
Yes,
It'll
absolutely.
totally take the place of like when you throw like a jean jacket on.
Totally.
And it'll look so much more polished.
I think so too.
That's the exact word I was thinking.
You know, I love how, Bitsy is our muse in fashion. And when it comes to the gardenia story, I know that was very special to your mom, Melissa. And I love that that's what our Bitsy is wearing tonight. And can you tell everybody at home just a little bit about why were gardenias so important to your mom?
Why were gardenias important? First of all, they smell amazing.
Exactly.
Absolutely smell amazing. And they're beautiful and they're romantic. And I got married, 2 weeks ago?
Yes! Congratulations!
On the escort card table, we had bowls of floating gardenias.
Oh.
In honor of my mom.
Oh,
and then we had little bee pins at everybody's places on the napkin, so everybody wore them all night. But the gardenia, it's the smell, it's the beauty, I mean, nothing is prettier than floating gardenias with candles and the scent. And my mom was such a romantic. For someone who was so go-get 'em in business, she truly